I want to tell you a story. Once upon a time in Indian mythology, Ram, the prince of Ayodhya, was sent on a 14-year exile by his father, King Dashrath. He left for the forest with his wife Sita and brother Lakshman. Enter Ravan, the demon king of Lanka. He abducted Sita and took her away to his kingdom. He kept her in the Ashok Vatika. Ram fought Ravan with the help of Hanuman and the Vanar Sena, the monkey army. The devil king was killed and Sita was freed. Ram and Sita returned to Ayodhya after spending 14 years in exile. The people welcomed them with diyas or earthen lamps. The city was lit up in their honor. Today we celebrate this day as Diwali or Deepavali. It marks the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya. There are also other legends associated with Diwali. It marks the wedding of goddess Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu. Some believe Diwali is a celebration of goddess Lakshmi's birth. Indians also worship Lord Ganesh and goddess Kali on Diwali. The 5-day festivity is celebrated across regions, cultures and religions. Diwali is a festival of light. It is a festival of togetherness. It is also a festival of cleaning up. It is believed that goddess Lakshmi enters the house that is clean and bright. So Diwali automatically becomes India's annual Marie Kondo moment. From shelves to old trunks, gardens and storerooms, everything in our homes is deep cleaned. But somehow, the cleanup is limited to that. It does not extend beyond our shelves into our lives. Why don't we change this in 2020? Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay. Why don't you and I declutter our lives this Diwali? And here's how we do this. First, by deep cleaning. Second, by disposing of things we do not want. Third, by rethinking our priorities. And fourth, by reimagining gifts. Let's start the cleaning. While cleaning your shelves, ask yourselves these questions. How much of what we own do we actually need? How much of what we own do we actually use? How many sets of clothes? How many pairs of shoes? How many bags? Can we do away with some of it? Declutter the wardrobe. Keep what's essential. Give away the rest, and going forward, try embracing this minimalistic approach. It will save you time, space and energy. It will also save you money. Indians spent 5,408 billion rupees on clothes in 2018. In 2010, the figure was 1,924 billion rupees. The apparel market in India grew 13.8% in FY 2018. Women's wear contributed almost 38% of it. Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru and Chennai were the top apparel consumers. I understand that an average Indian's disposable income has grown and more spending keeps the economy moving, but spending does not necessarily bring joy. Multiple studies have shown this. Wanting things makes us happier than having them. Let me quote from one. Materialists believe that an upcoming purchase would transform their lives in important and meaningful ways. We believe the things we buy will change our lives, improve our relationships, boost our self-esteem, make us happier. That joy is often short-lived. What stays is a hole in the pocket and another shelf occupied. We don't just do this with the things we buy. We like to acquire experiences too. Go on a holiday and click 1,000 photos. Instead of enjoying a moment, we want to save it in our camera. How many of us see our children growing up through our phone lens, documenting so much that we forget that we must cherish it too? This is the desire to acquire, to hoard things, memories, experiences. How many of us will be cleaning these shelves this Diwali? We dispose of old rugs and mats. We throw away chipped tableware, worn out cushions. But how many of us clean up the shelf of old habits? How many of us throw away old grudges? A good place to start the cleanup is this: social media, junk the obsession. It is said to be more addictive than alcohol or cigarettes. Also junk unhealthy body goals, toxic relationships, materialism, throw away excessive credit cards, dispose of the cycle of debt. In India, credit card outstandings have grown rapidly since 2015, averaging 27% annually. Total household debt per person is more than 16,000 rupees in India. This is as of January 2019. India's household debt stands at 11.3%. The personal debt of Indians is growing faster than their income. Personal loans grew at 17.1% as of 2019. Disposable income 11%. We are spending more than we earn. What about savings? According to an HSBC survey, only 1/3 of Indians save their income regularly. This Diwali, try to clean up your finances. Diwali marks the start of a new financial year for many Indians. Rethink how you spend your money and don't scroll through online shopping platforms. It's not the best way to kill time. Retail therapy is a misnomer. Emotional buying or shopping because you're bored is not therapy, it's a waste. I should tell this to myself first, but no harm in sharing it with you too. Shop wisely and consciously. Think of the consequences, the financial consequences, the environmental consequences. Studies claim that consumer culture is to be blamed for the climate crisis. A survey was conducted in the world's 94 biggest cities. It found that the consumption habits of 700 million people is responsible for 10% of the global greenhouse gases. If this consumption pattern continues, then emissions will double between 2017 and 2050, which means we will fail to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. And if this pattern of consumption continues, we might also be depressed. Consumerism pushes people into depression. That's what a Northwestern University study found. Anyone who places great value on wealth, status and material possessions is more likely to be depressed. He or she is also more likely to be antisocial. Do you really want to pay money to be sad? I'm sure not. So rethink your priorities, because all the shopping, all the expensive cars is robbing you of your humanism and happiness. Here, I'm not making this up, and yet we want more. And Diwali is when we want to shop all we can. Why? Because that's a way to underline your prosperity. This year, try to widen the definition of prosperity. Do not limit it to materials or the gold in your jewelry boxes. Prosperity is also the sense of fulfillment. Prosperity is being successful in what you do. Prosperity is about having peace in your lives. A closet full of clothes and accessories cannot guarantee this. A garage full of cars cannot either. Peace comes from healthy relationships with your loved ones, with your job, your environment. Peace comes from within. But you may not be able to have that connect with yourself if your life is too cluttered with materials. Deep clean this Diwali. Revisit priorities and declutter your life. Find happiness without a bill.
Gravitas Plus, co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.